Hey everyone, today my cat and I are gonna record a podcast episode where I talk about myself, about the podcast, about my story, my lessons. Some people have asked me to record the solo episode. I haven't done any of these in a while. I think the last solo episode was more than a year ago before I even got this kitty. Before he was probably even born. He's about a year old, and I'm excited to talk a little bit about that. Many of you don't know me that much, and I thought that would be a good idea to share something about me. So, my name is Danny. I am originally from Ukraine. I immigrated to the United States because I love this country to its core. Since I was a kid, I was always excited about baseball, about American TV shows, YouTube, um, a lot of things. I just resonated with the culture a lot. And once I got a chance to get here, I finally felt like a lot of things were aligning and trying to live my dream. I live in the South and Florida's panhandle. I drive my truck, listen to country music, enjoy my rocking chair, shoot guns, and try to do what makes me feel right. But besides that, I also have a tech job. I have this podcast. I have three startups under my belt, and I'm 23 years old. So I think I have a pretty interesting story to share. I'll try to condense it in 15, 20 minutes. We'll see how long it's gonna be. I don't think I have enough energy to do a 1 hour episode. Sorry about that. Gonna spread it over a few episodes. But yeah, I've had a crazy day today. I just recorded another episode. So if I look like I'm dying or about to fall asleep, please don't judge me. Um, Anyway, my cat jumped off the table, so I think we can talk about serious stuff, which to me is I try not to take things too seriously unless it's a life changing situation and I have to operate. But I always try to find fun and excitement in everything, as well as opportunities and obstacles. So I am a software engineer. I have background in data science, backend development. I work at a tech job, 9 to 5. I tried three startups back in Ukraine with my friends. First, it was a video game. It failed. Second, it was an NFT project. I had to fire my best friend at some point. There was a few $1,000 and we had to split it equally. There was a huge clash and I had to do what's right, but it was my first testament, my first, drill, my first opportunity to be a leader. My cat is walking around the Wi-Fi router, and I'm afraid he's gonna bite off a Wi-Fi wire or whatever, the internet Ethernet wire. Um, anyway, so I had that. I had my third startup, which is still ongoing. It's an AI product for sales meetings where we have our AI assistant that tells you what to say when you're on a sales call to maximize your chances of selling the thing or service or product. It listens to your conversation in Zoom, in Google Meet, which is a similar platform, not Zoom, and it just gives you private tips or lines to say so you can close the deal. So I have that on the side. I have this podcast. It's been over 60 episodes at this point. I started this podcast um, to learn to be more communicative, to fight my social anxiety. I've been very sheltered and shy. It was my thing that I wanted to change about myself. Um, I had a ton of obstacles, one of which was war in Ukraine. I was in Ukraine, which motivated me to work on myself, to realize my true nature, to spend 2 years just trying to be more open with people, to learn how to talk, how to say hello, how to say hi to a girl, and all that. Took me a while, but there was a significant progress. Once I came to America, I experienced not, not right after I landed, but at some point of time here, I experienced my first love and my first heartbreak, and some lessons and opportunities to grow, to self-reflect that I used, and then the podcast, which was first to fight social anxiety, then to learn from different startup founders and business owners, and then to network, because I realized that this platform allowed me to make friends, to build connections, business relationships, find mentors. It's been just amazing. And it even helped me with my immigration cases, assigning the letters of recommendation. So, all kinds of good stuff. And lately, I've been having a ton of amazing guests. Um, Former generals of the US Army, people from the US military, from the Pentagon, from the defense sector, DOD, like all over the place. And, my long term goal is to get into the American politics and be somewhere in the intersection of national security, defense, politics, military, intelligence, and this circle that I'm building as an immigrant who came to this country not too long ago, physically, not mentally. Mentally, I've been here for a while through the magic of the internet and friends back in Ukraine who are just as crazy as me. It reminds me of Mr. Beast, the biggest YouTuber on the platform, who said that back when he was a teenager, he had this group of crazy YouTubers who supported each other, and they all had at least 1 million subscribers at the end. It's kind of similar with that. Now I'm enjoying my hillbilly uh, redneck in a good sense life. I know that this term is derogatory, but no, it's a good thing. You can call me a redneck. I'd be honored. I'd be sitting in my rocking chair with a shotgun, enjoying the life. But anyway, I keep derailing. But yeah, the podcast enabled me to get into the circles where I can, just feel authentic and feel closer to my mission, which is again, um, leadership is all about leadership and national security, defense, intelligence in this country. Yeah, so that's where I am. There are a lot of things about me. Uh, again, I love baseball. It was the sport that brought me into the American culture and helped me realize that I love 99% of American life, everything that's going on day to day here. Um, Baseball, I play video games. I like driving around. I just, I'm a kind of person who has bursts of passion, and I like to act on them. Whether it's um, messaging random people and inviting them to my podcast because they seem exciting to me, or recording this podcast. I didn't plan to do it. I just wanted to do it because it feels so good. And this exact thing seems to what brought me here to this point. I'm going through a very turbulent part of my life due to the immigration uncertainties, which I use to my advantage because I turned this obstacle into the opportunity where instead of folding and like being afraid of the unknown, I'm taking advantage of the situation. I'm riding the wave of the chaos and I'm dominating it. And that's what I love to do. I love high stakes games. I've been through a few scenarios in my life where I was on the edge uh, of life and death and crossroads of destinies where a one or two decisions may completely shape your life in a different direction. And I love that kind of stuff. And I want to lead America. I want to um almost be like similar to Kissinger or to Musk. Forget about political affiliations. It's more about the level of the operation that I'm striving for. I have my own views on things, and I try to stay open minded. But that's what I'm. Uh, that's what's my long term goal, as well as staying grounded in my passions and hobbies, like homes here in the South. I love the South. I'm obsessed with it. Um, Alabama, Georgia, South Carolina, Louisiana, Mississippi. Like this is heaven for me. So I love this region. I have a clear view on my family goals, kids. I love trucks. I don't want to drive a BMW or Mercedes Benz or whatever. I want to drive an American truck, and I wouldn't trade it for Bugatti. Like if you offer me that, unless I can sell it and buy three trucks instead, I wouldn't take Bugatti because I love trucks so much. Anyway, uh, let's let's call it a day for now. I think it was a great short solo episode full of a lot of insights. I know a lot of you are wondering who I am and how is this guy getting all of these amazing people in the podcast, but that's what I do. Hopefully not because of ego, but because of alignment and just feeling excited to do the things that I'm doing. Um, Cheers, guys. Thank you for joining in, and God bless America.